Hello and welcome to the final video, the final walkthrough, if you will, of the Stanley Parable. This is just covering a few extras, just minor things that were skipped in during the initial blind walkthrough. I just sort of went after I sort of played the game the first time. I went back and Googled a bunch of alternate endings. There's a few. I covered most of them, but there's just like a couple that I want to cover. Not to mention something involving the cheats, which I just realized I'll have to reboot the game for, but that doesn't matter. I can easily do that. So, yeah, basically, after this video, will appear the blind walkthrough of, um, what's it called? SCP Containment Breach, one of, not the actual game, but a SCP sort of map for Portal 2, created by Ian Malire, or Alos, on Steam. And, yeah, and funny thing, there's another third guy actually in the background commenting, although I haven't reviewed the footage, so I don't know if he's audible because he was sitting a bit of a distance away. Matt. And he didn't realize what Let's Plays were, so he didn't realize that we were recording. And so he says stuff, and we're laughing, and um, he didn't realize it was all being recorded, and a few stuff had to be bleeped out because he mentioned like a name of a place or something that could identify where we were. And even though we're up here in Canucksville, a little more details, and like we don't want people, knowing where we live. Um, so anyway, we told him that we'd show him the footage first before we post it online. If he didn't like it, we'll basically remove anything that has him in it. So there might be a lot of cuts in there. Who knows? Um, Anyways, we Yaku already left. We already did the recording session. We recorded that. Okay, I'm gonna skip this. We already recorded uh, him. Sorry, I have to think here. My mind's already thinking Stanley Parable mode. We already recorded Yaku and playing SCP Containment Breach map for Portal 2, and Need for Speed the Run and SimCity 2000. Then he left, and I thought, oh yeah, I have to remap this. A few of my friends, during the Christmas break, I let a few of my friends play this game. Sorry, wrong one. Apologizing. Talking about crazy Canadians, eh? Um, and they weren't familiar with UWASD, and so they kind of didn't like it. So I set the arrow keys for them.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
And I really hope you're getting
Stanley
good audio.
decided to go to the meeting room.
I just need to check the audio.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The audio can be doing one of two things. Number one, it could be so quiet you can't hear a thing. Or it could be so loud that that you can't hear me. Anyway, before we continue, I just want to show you this.
Oh, and I guess this is where Stanley felt he needed to be right now, in this little hallway. Here, with no distractions, to study room 417. Not to actually enter it. No. That would be far too forward. Stanley wanted to know it from the outside. To see it not just with his eyes, but with his heart. He would know room 417 as no man or woman had ever known an office before. That ladder over there. Oh, and that little picture of a horizon or something. It's all just a never-ending parade of joy for Stanley.
All right, so anyway, we continue.
No, apparently not.
Wondering if there was more dialogue that I missed out. Anyways,
when Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What happens is we end up going up to the boss's office. Now, I don't know if I showed you.
There was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Now, in order to get here, I showed you the elevator one, right? Yeah, I believe I did. Now, in order to do this right, you need to... You kind of need to... Which would be better, forward or back? You kind of need to get the doors to close on you.
Staring at...
Now, the narrator is gone. You don't hear him anymore. My interpretation of this is that he's in the boss's office, and he doesn't really know where you are. So what happens is we go here, down the stairs. Now there's this glitch that I noticed, and I don't know if it was fixed in the updates, where if you try to go out, you know, the first door on the left, if you try to go out that door, it closes right in front of you and you're kind of stuck. And I'm assuming that's a glitch, and hopefully it'll be open and it won't close on us, so please, Lord. Yeah, thank you, Lord. Alright. Now this is what happens. Wait, didn't I record this? I'm sorry. I'm totally... You see, I don't know what endings I already caught. Okay, I know that I reviewed this. And I might have... I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so you go in here. If I already recorded this ending, I apologize, but I don't... I played this game a few times through. So we come out here. You are now leaving. Elevator. Now you go up these steps and you go up a whole lot of them. It just goes up and up and up, and each of these floors, like 437, 430, all of them are like the same. You just keep going up. This might be the last. Nope, nope. There's like 2 more levels that I have to go at before it'll finish. Yeah, this part here, it gets a little dry. This sort of going up. 1 more level. Oh, this one. Escape. And then as you walk forward, you encounter this thing. There's a lot of walking around in dark voids in which you're not even certain if you're moving or not. Whoa, what happened? Oh, I think I did it. And that is called the escape pod ending. Presumably you escaped this story. I don't know. There's no narration, so there's nothing to explain much of what that is about. Now, there is another ending I want to show you. There's a couple more, actually. There's one where you see these computer monitors. And if you click them, you get this sort of... It's not really an ending. It's more like an Easter egg. But we'll play that anyway.
Co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What happens is you see these
Stanley
computer
decided
screens,
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
and they say access granted. Yeah, this one. Input received. And what you do is you begin the game again. You restart. You just keep on restarting until you fill it all up. Yeah, different entrances.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
I'm also keeping my eye out for a little character you see walking there. Here we go, another one. Begin the game again. You know, it's these things you never even think of looking. It's like, how do people discover them, or does the creator actually leak them out? Alright.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
Yes,
is
it
this
is.
Stanley's office?
When you see what I'm looking for, you'll recognize it. I think this one is the boss's computer that needs the button pushed. Or not the secretary's, I mean. Did I check mine before I left?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did I also show you? Yeah, there's another thing I want to show you as well. Yep, this is the computer. There, now before I restart, I want to show you
Stanley walked
something.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, so what happens in order to get this Easter egg?